Hey guys, this is FGS Gamer YT here, and today we're gonna be making a new video. So yeah, this video is gonna be on, well, what is it? Well, first of all, you see that we're making another T-list video, obviously. But let me get on to the video. The video is gonna be on Deco's signings so far for Barca. I've been seeing such a horrendous job of what Deco's been doing this summer. Like, let me just break it all down. First, this nigga Deco was gooning for Araujo to stay. And by the way, all these jokes I make about gooning and stuff, this video, they're all lies. I mean, I'm kind of joking and I'm kind of serious, so I'm just kind of joking. I don't really know. Just know that I'm kind of 50-50 with the jokes. So yeah, this nigga Deco first was gooning for Araujo to stay for the whole summer transfer window, and he wanted Christian to leave. Literally one of our best center backs towards the end of the season, who actually proved himself unlike Araujo. And then, he signed Juan Garcia, he signs River Bargashi. That's good and all, but he doesn't sign a left. He doesn't help us sign a left winger. He doesn't help us sign a fullback, bro, because we need depth. And I feel like Deco's such a narcissist, bro, because, like, this guy only thinks about himself, bro. Like, this guy only wants he only wants signings. He only wants what he thinks is right. He doesn't want what Flick wants. He doesn't want what Flick wants. He doesn't want what the club needs. He just worries about himself. He wants what he wants, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't care. It feels like he doesn't care about the club. It feels like he doesn't care about Flick or what he wants. He just wants his own signings. Like, he wants what he thinks is right for the club, which shouldn't be true because he's not the coach. He's not the coach of his team. He's not the Flickinator. He's not Flick. He's not the person who's made this team so successful. He's not the person who's made this team one of the best in the world, arguably the best in the world, like Flick. He's not the one who revolutionized his team to a world beater. So Deco can't be taking all the shots. He's just a sporting director, He makes suggestions. A point of a sporting director is to make suggestions there and there about specific people, not to be the coach and go for players that the coach doesn't want in the first place. Like, how does that make any sense? That doesn't correlate at all. So I've been thinking about such a slow job that Deco's been doing in the transfer window, and how many lackluster of signings he's made throughout the past 2 seasons, throughout the past 2 years, basically, because it's been 2 years ever since he got appointed to be sporting director. And honestly, I'm not sure if he's done a great job. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he reminds me of a better version of Bartomeu in a way. Like, he reminds me of a better version of Bartomeu, but the Bartomeu is kind of in him a little bit, He has a bit of Bartomeu in him, but he reminds me of a better version, if that makes sense. Because he just does some dumb shit, bro. I'm gonna be so dazzled. Deco just does some dumb shit. You see in the media how he's selling our young talents. He's selling talents from La Masia to other teams for not only less than $1 million, not only $2 million, not only $5 million, not only small money, but he's not even adding back like a future sale. He's not even like putting like a good percentage when it comes to future sales. So, like, what is it? Let's say that La Masia player, he gets good, he becomes a world-class player. He either becomes a good or world-class player. He goes to a decent team for a lot of money. We're not gonna get some of that money. We're not gonna get a lot of it. We're not gonna get a good percentage of that future sale because Deco's just doing some dumb shit. Let's just be so dead ass, bro. And honestly, I think it just gets to a point, bro. Like, it just gets to a point, man. Like, it just gets to a point where, like, he's just dragging it, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so dead ass right now. He might honestly just be dragging it. And at this point, Deco might need to leave as sporting director. We might need a new one because I miss Alemany so much. Alemany used to do so well when it comes to signings. He used to cooperate things so well. He used to just do things so well. A lot of the signings Alemany made worked well. I cannot think of much Deco signings, if not any Deco signings, that were good signings. Like, let's just be so dead ass. So, for this video, obviously, It's ranking all of Deco signings ever since he's gotten to the club. So all the way from 2023 to 2025. So we have a few players down here from all the way back from the 23-24 season to the 24-25 season. Really, basically just these past 2 seasons and some new signings that Deco has made this summer. Now, what is it? I know Rooney. I know Rooney's down here. Rooney, he's not. What is it? He's not all the way confirmed. He's not confirmed to come to Barca, but he basically is. If you've seen the reports in the media, if you've seen the rumors, he's basically confirmed to come here. So I put him along this list with all the other signings that we made because he's basically going to be a Barca player in the next few days. So yeah, I just know it. Like it's gonna take a while for him to be 100% confirmed, knowing Barca, you know how they are with their business and everything, how they are with their financial situation. It makes sense, but especially because we're Barca, you know, we go slow with things. We make sure everything's just right, which I feel like is good for us. So yeah, we're just gonna rank all these signings, and the first signing we got here is Gundogan, and honestly, in my opinion, Barca fans might not like me for this, but I think he was a good signing. I think he was a great signing. Gundogan, he provided so much in that midfield. I honestly thought he was one of our best midfielders in the 2023-24 season, if not our best. If you look at just him playing, you will understand why. His stats were also really good for someone like him. I know stats don't matter that much, but I'm just pointing it out as a center mid. He got a lot of backlash for the stuff he said because of Barca, you know, our financial situation. Like, honestly, Barca fans, bro, like, I don't know why Barca fans are hating on him. I don't know why Barca fans were hating on what he said. What he said was the truth. What he said was factual. We were not the best when it came to our financial situation. I will never understand why Barca fans hated him for that. I'll never understand why they had hatred. I'll never understand that because I remember that and I was dumbfounded on why they hated him so much because he said the truth. Like, what is it? Oh, no. What was that? Xavi. Oh my God, bro. It was Xavi. That was a blunder right there, bro. I was thinking of Xavi. Xavi said the truth and he got sacked. I meant, and I think it was because of him and the Araujo situation. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say that about your teammate after you lost a Champions League quarterfinal against PSG. But at the same time, is he wrong? Araujo, what he said about Araujo was very factual. I don't understand why Barca fans was hating on Gundogan. I don't understand why they're disliking on Gundogan. Honestly, in my opinion, he was a good midfielder. He was a great sign for us, honestly. He provided a lot for us. And I honestly thought he did pretty well. Now, you're not going to be seeing many players on the greats because Deco did not make a lot of good signings. A lot of his signings were kind of just mediocre, I'm going to be honest. So now we got Victor Roque. Victor Roque. That red card ruined him. I'm telling you right now. If it wasn't for that red card, he would still be here, possibly. I guarantee he would still be here if it wasn't for the red card. And it wasn't even his fault either. He got pushed by the opposition player, and he somehow got the red card. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. La Liga refs, everybody, bro. Welcome to La Liga, bro. Like, this league makes absolutely no sense, man. But I don't know where I should put him at. I want to put him at haven't seen him enough yet. But, like, at the same time, if Victor Roque didn't start, like, what is it? He had multiple games later on in the season to start. And if Xavi wasn't counting on him, if Xavi, out of all people, wasn't counting on Victor Roque, then that means there must have been something wrong with Victor Roque. I'm gonna be so dead ass, bro. There must have been something wrong with him. So the fact that he wasn't starting after that red card, after he was done with his suspension, it just says a lot. So I don't know. Mid signing, I can't put him as mid. I can't. Haven't seen yet. Nah. Honestly, I have to put him in bad. I feel kind of bad, and I feel very bad for Victor Roque. I feel so sorry for that guy when he left, bro. Because, like, he was supposed to be our next, like, number 9 for, like, the next few years and all that. I feel so bad for that guy. He was supposed to be the future for us, too. But that red card just ruined him. I'm gonna be so for real here. That red card just ruined him. I wished him all the best of luck in the Brazilian league because I remember he went back to there. We loaned him out to one of the La Liga teams. He didn't really do much over there. Then we sold him to the Brazilian league. So yeah, I think Vitor Roque, honestly, has been a pretty bad sign, to be honest. Not enough to be the skull face. I didn't mention the skull face. I didn't mention all the tiers, I'm gonna be honest. So obviously great is great. Mid, mid, someone who's just mid, honestly, average. Haven't seen yet, someone who I've like literally haven't seen yet, so I don't know where to put them. So I just put them in that tier. Bad, someone who's been a bad signing, hasn't really contributed to the team. And then the skull face is just the worst of the worst. Just buns, just ass. Like I don't know what to tell you if you're in this and if you're in the skull face tier, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But okay. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Mid. Mid. Joao Felix was mid. He had his moments, like scoring against Atletico Madrid. He had his moments, but I honestly thought his whole tenure at Barcelona, he was just very inconsistent. He had some run of form. He had a good run of form of games, but he'll also play bad too. Like he'll play good, bad. I just thought he was inconsistent. I'm gonna be so for real here. I didn't think he was that bad, but I don't think he was good enough to being great. I just thought he was very inconsistent. Paul Victor. Paul Victor. I remember when he scored against Real Madrid. I remember he did well in that preseason. This is more of a 2024-25 transfer. I think. I don't know. He didn't really get that much playing time. I'm going to be so for real. Scored a bit for us. I don't even want to put him in inconsistent. Like, haven't seen yet. Okay, I think I gotta put a new tier. I have to. Hold on. Okay. Haven't seen enough. And then we're just gonna change this to like, I don't even know. What does orange look like? Oh, we already do that, okay. We'll just put him like that. Okay, good. Just switch that. Okay. And change this to orange. I'm sorry I'm doing this, bro. I'm sorry. There you go. I'm putting him at haven't seen enough. I'm gonna be so honest, bro. We barely gave this kid any playing time, bro. We barely gave this guy any playing time. I don't know why I call him a kid. He's older than me. I'm sorry that took a bit, but yeah, I just had to change some things. Yeah, this guy, Paul Victor, along with some other players in this Barca team, he didn't get enough playing time. I'm gonna be so for real. I made this tier specifically for him, bro, because this guy did not get any playing time whatsoever. Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense if you have Lewandowski, who's obviously our number 9, one of the best strikers in the world. If you have Varane, a person who was really good on form at the moment. If you have that, and if you even have Danny Olmo, who could also play as that false 9, number 9, then you're not really gonna have much opportunities. I'm gonna be so dead ass, bro. Like, this guy did not have a lot of opportunities to succeed in a Barca shirt. And the sad thing is that he was so good for us at preseason too. That's just what makes it kind of more sad, So yeah. Draw Cancelo. Honestly, mid. But he's very close to that great. He's very close. He's like just about misses the great. Because honestly, I feel like people, I feel like Joao Cancelo's overhated. I'm gonna be so dead ass, bro. Like the guy gets hate too much when he was at Barca, bro. Like just because of that game against PSG, that second, the first and second leg, just because he gave Dembele a penalty, he let Dembele run rings around him. He just along and I admit I admit he deserves the hate. Along with Araujo, he was like they were the two main culprits on why PSG went through. You can blame the whole team, which is understandable, but the main culprits of the defeat was Araujo and Cancelo. People don't talk about Cancelo enough when it comes to the PSG defeat. They talk about Araujo, but at the same time, they kind of give him hate. I don't know. Cancelo, in my opinion, was just mid. He was kind of the same thing as Felix. In my opinion, he was slightly better than him. I thought Cancelo was actually quite clutch. He scored some important goals in the Champions League. Like one I remember is one against Napoli in the round of 16. What is he? I think he scored a bit in La Liga. Cancelo was always world class offensively. He was when it comes to some of the best right backs in the world, when it comes to some of the best fullbacks in the world, this guy was good offensively. This guy was brilliant offensively. But when it came to defense, offensively, one of the best. Defensively, he was such a liability. I swear, bro. This guy would get put on rings so many times, bro. This guy would get paced to be like, I don't know, bro. He was such a liability when it came to defending, bro. I cannot trust him. I cannot trust him when it comes to defense, bro. I would not even trust him with my life. Like honestly, I feel like Cancelo is those type of players who can start in specific games, but when it comes to other teams, he has to be on the bench. Like when it comes to more offensive teams you need to defend, I wouldn't call on Cancelo. But when it comes to more defensive teams you need to be more offensive, then I would call on Cancelo. So it really depends on what game you're playing him. But honestly, Cancelo's like that type of player where you can only play him in some games. You can't play him every single game because he's just a liability when it comes to defending. So yeah. I thought he was mid. So yeah. He just misses great. Not only because of that PSG game, it honestly kind of ruined him. I'm gonna be so for real here. The PSG game kind of ruined him, but not only that, it was also that he was just a liability in general. Let's just be so for real. Danny Olmo, it's between haven't seen enough and inconsistent. I'm gonna go more towards inconsistent. I think he was better than Felix. And I think he was better than Cancelo too. I think at almost best, he's the best number 10. He's either the best number 10 or one of the best in the world. One of the best midfielders in the world at his best. This guy plays brilliantly. Like the thing with Olmo, the problem with him is that he's just the same as Joao. He's not really the same as Joao and Cancelo because we see those bright spots with him. It feels like we know how to use him right. We see those bright spots with him. He has a good run of form. He has a good run of games, and then Olmo always gets injured. And it takes a while for him to come back, like 2 weeks. Comes back, has a good run of games, gets injured again. We're not trying to see that next season. We're trying to see him get more physically better. Hopefully we don't see it next season. I just think if we can get the best ability out of Olmo, I think he could be a world-class midfielder next season. But I feel like we just need to give him time. It's only been his first season. We're going to the second. Hopefully he'll be better. I guarantee he will. So yeah, he has competition in that cam spot, especially with Fermin and all that. If Pablo Torre doesn't leave, then he's also option 2. He's also a challenge. So yeah, but I feel like Pablo Torre leaves. So yeah, Danny almost just been mid. I'm gonna be so for real here. Rooney Bargadji, let's just get this over with. Haven't seen yet. We just signed him. He looks like a promising player. He's only 19. He's a winger. He's a right winger, so he'd be good backup for Yamal. I feel like I honestly have hope in him. I feel like this will be. I feel like this is one of these. I feel like this is one of these signings where Deco did pretty well on. He's kind of raw. We haven't seen much of him yet, so I don't know. I don't really know how good he is. That's why I need to see him on the. I need to see him on the pitch actually performing. I can't just look at highlights. I can't just look at YouTube videos and just see him playing and think that he's just good. Like I'm gonna need to see him real life on the pitch. I'm gonna need to watch him live to see how good he is, bro. I can't just. I'm not the type of person who just watches highlights and then just thinks he's good from that. I need to see. I need to see with my eyes. Like I need to see like an eye check. I need to look at him live in a Barca shirt and see if he's good enough. That's all I need to say. But I'm really hopeful for him, and I hope he succeeds and does well here at this club. We want everyone here to succeed. And there you go. Hands down, best signing Deco's made. Like, best signing, bro. Like, is there even anything to say on this guy, bro? This guy is such a good signing, bro. First season, he had his moments. I thought he was pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. But in Xavi's system, he just doesn't fit in Xavi's system like he does in Flick's. He is so much better in Flick's. Easily one of the best center backs in the world. Easily one of the most underrated center backs in the world. And he deserves more praise. I'm gonna be honest. Along with Kurbasi, he deserves more praise, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like Balde and Koundé, they take all the hype. They take out of the whole defense. Balde and Koundé, they take all the clout. I feel like Inigo and Kurbasi, they deserve just as much. But we're talking about specifically Inigo. Inigo deserves just as much, if not more. This guy has been so crucial for us in important games. And this guy's been so consistent throughout the whole season. Easily our most consistent center back. This guy's been so good for us. Easily a great signing. And hopefully you have another good season. And then you got Juan Garcia. Again, haven't seen yet. I'm hopeful for this signing as well. I'm even more hopeful for this signing than Rooney Bargadji, because I feel like Juan Garcia, he's not raw. I feel like he's proved in La Liga. He's been the best goalkeeper in La Liga, one of the best in Europe. He has some of the best stats for a goalkeeper in Europe. And I know stats don't matter all really that much. But I don't know. I'm just glad. I'm glad that I feel like Juan Garcia has the potential to be Deco's best signing, along with Inigo. I feel like he does. Because I feel like we're actually signing a world-class goalkeeper. We're finally signing a goalkeeper who doesn't stand in the box all the time, who actually makes saves. He doesn't stand between the posts like Ter Stegen, a.k.a. Ter Stegen. So, yeah. And I feel like Juan Garcia will actually be a good signing. And I can't wait to see him, honestly, bro. So yeah, and it's good that he's Spanish and he's been in La Liga. He's played for Espanyol. I know we signed him off his rivals, but I can honestly give less of a shit of what Espanyol fans think about it, because honestly, I'm just glad I'm not an Espanyol fan, because if I was, I'd be mad at this guy, bro. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Football is just unpredictable. Anything can happen in football, and this is one of their instances. So, yeah, I think that's it for all the Deco signings. Honestly, I feel like Deco, in terms of signings, I don't think he's done that well. Obviously, only 2 great signings. That's not the best. A lot of them are just mid, or we just haven't seen enough of them, or they're just bad. And, it was just a bad signing. It's just a sign that didn't work out. The only sign that didn't work out so far is Victor Roque, but there's a potential of 4 signings that didn't work out, because you got Paul Victor, you got Rooney, you got Juan. But I think Rooney and Juan will work. I don't know about Paul Victor though. But yeah, Deco made some questionable signings throughout the past few years. And let's not even forget that he's selling our best talent for nothing, bro. I just can't with this guy. I can't with Deco. This guy is literally a second Bartomeu, but just a way better version. He's literally not trying to deserve. Like, he's not completely trying to destroy the club and make it not exist anymore like Bartomeu was. But still, bro, Bartomeu is like his own tier when it comes to worst president in Bar. Like, when it comes to worst person in Barca history, like, I generally think this guy might be worse than Hitler. I'm being so dead ass, bro. He might honestly be worse than Hitler. Like, Bartomeu has his own tier when it comes to worst person in Barca history, bro. Like, this guy's just all the way up in the ceiling, bro. I'm being so dead ass too. But yeah, obviously this tier list wasn't as long as the other one. I mean, we weren't dealing with much people. We weren't dealing with much players here because Deco hasn't made that many signings these past few years. I miss Alemany, bro. Take me back to Alemany days, bro. I miss that guy so much. That guy used to be so good when it came to business, when it came to transfer signings. I miss Alemany, bro. Anyways, that'll be the end of the video. Again, Visca Barca, Visca Catalunya. And yeah, see you guys.